Hey there everyone, Andrew Lopez of Partner Channel OC. Very glad to be back in the studio again. I love our quaint, cute little studio here at Right Click Inc. And I have the wonderful, the awesome Chen here with Millennial Money Minute. She is here to help us out. Us millennials, I think we know everything, but actually don't know a damn thing, right?
Actually, you know a lot.
We do know a lot.
What it is.
Well, Caitlin, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm very, very glad to have you today and share your story out and what it is that you do. And thank you again for being here, coming out to, I know you're based in LA, coming out to here to wonderful Orange County and spending some time with me.
Well, thank you for having me, Andrew.
Of
Glad
course.
to be here.
Very excited. So, Caitlin, start us off. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have been in the financial services industry for the last 20 years, and I decided to start a personal finance blog for millennials, especially for millennials. It's called Millennial Money Minute. And I'm very passionate about it because I want to share the experiences that I have learned over the years about the importance of saving, investing, and just preparing for the future and for emergencies. Now, the reason I say emergencies is because, Jim Rohn has a quote. He said it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your destination. It's the set of the sail. Now, the same wind blows on us all. The political wind, the social wind, the economic wind. Well, the economic wind blew on me in 2008. And that I was in the mortgage and real estate business. And all of a sudden, within 24 hours, I lost everything. I owned 5 homes, and I had to short sale 3 of them. And 2 of them, I put it on the market for 9 months. It wouldn't sell, so I had to let it foreclose.
That must have been a tough time, 2008, right?
Absolutely, it was a very tough time for everybody. Absolutely, especially people that's in the real estate and mortgage business. I was doing that for 10 years, and of course, I feel like I'm so naive because I thought it was going to go on forever, but it's just the importance of saving, and I want to teach that to millennials because I wish somebody had taught me that when I was in school. Of course, I don't think they still don't teach about finances and money in school, and which I think they should.
Yeah, they didn't even teach us how to balance a checkbook in high school. I mean, when I was in high school 10 years ago, and that wasn't a class that we took, and it would have been so helpful to know those types of things. And, thankfully, both my parents taught me that way and how to do all that. But, I mean, even to this day, at 26, trying to figure out how to save money and how to plan for later. I'm someone who always used to be so future-focused. And then, what I'm caught up with is being a millennial is trying to have money so fast. And there's no patience, but there's no saving. And it's learning how to really just take our income and what we do every day and kind of plan for what's later and plan for the emergency things that come up that we can't do. So one question I have for you is, you might have touched on a little bit, is why millennials? Is it what is it to our generation that draws you to really helping us out?
Because I feel millennials, you rely too much on technology. It's that using the Apple Pay, using the credit card. And there's something about cold, hard cash that you have a relationship with. Imagine yourself going to the department store, and you see something you like, but you only have $100 in your pocket, in cash. Now, if the sweater is $90, ask yourself, would you take out $90 in cash out of your wallet to pay for it? Or would it be easier to either just use Apple Pay or a credit card and say, hey, I'll pay for it later? And I think it's that experience that because the millennials use so much, technology to pay for things, sometimes, it's not that you don't know the value of money, but maybe just, have more experience in learning about the importance of saving and investing for the future. Because I know millennials now, more than ever, you like your little side hustles, right? You like to do what you're passionate about. And it's more important if you're working for somebody to make your money and save it when you're young. And then as you get to your late 30s, 40s, or maybe 50s, to be able to do what you want to do. And to be able to have the free time to travel. I know you guys are like globe-trotting kids.
Yeah, all over the place. And I think that's one thing too that especially me, that I kind of struggle with, is just wanting to do so much right now, knowing that this is the time in my life where I should be working the hardest and really, really saving to get to my 40s and 50s to have that freedom. But I think with social media and what we see on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm a victim of this as well, is you see people our age who are going to Bali and going to all these crazy places, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I want to go too. So how do I, as in a sales role, how do I work hard enough so I can get that instant gratification, next summer? And it's one of those things where I think a lot of us have to, I think you would agree, have to take a step back and say, we're going to get there, but it's how do I get there here to get there later, right?
Right. My best advice to you is get there on your own terms.
Mm-hmm. There's no rush, right?
No rush. Here's the thing. Millennials are always looking at social media, and it's that admiration of someone else who had went to Paris. They're posting all these beautiful pictures. They went to Bali. And, everybody likes to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Whether you're Generation X, Generation Z, Millennial. And the more you look at that, the more you either feel depressed and you just want to go do it, regardless if you have the money or not. And my suggestion to Millennials is just, you can look at it and just say, hey, that's great that you went to Paris. But you have to step back and think to yourself, can I afford it right now? Maybe I should just save. Save now and go enjoy Paris later. And I think it's that keeping up with the Joneses that might really hurt some people financially.
Of course. And I think what you do is amazing for our generation. I mean, I'm sure you can help anybody. I'm sure you help people in their 40s, people in their 50s. I know it's focused with millennials, but I'm sure your method and your model and the advice you give can help anybody out there. And that's why I'm so glad to share this out with everyone. But it's huge to really know that there's someone like you who's looking out for the young ones.
Absolutely.
Not trying to go too crazy and get caught up with the Joneses, as we say.
Yes.
One question I always ask on Partner Channel OC that we love to talk about is, how do you, Caitlin, value partnership in your business?
I value partnership because I know I can't do everything. And I know I'm not knowledgeable in doing everything. For example, social media. I'm very bad at that. So I have a business partner who does my social media for me. I have someone else doing my web development and sometimes even posting my blogs. I don't really know how to code. And I think with business partnerships, not only if you have a business where you have clients, not only is it going to help your clients, it's going to help you. It's going to save your time. It's going to save you money. It's going to save your clients money, because you have to realize we only have 24 hours in a day, everybody, and you can't be an expert at everything. And you have to rely on your partners not only to help yourself succeed, but they may need you to help them succeed. And this is why I value partnerships, regardless of what type of partnerships.
Yeah, no, of course. And I think over your long career of being a financial planning and in the financial background, there's a lot of partnership there too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
When it comes to money and finance, I mean, you got to partner up and you got to
absolutely
get the experts involved, and you can't do it all yourself.
You got the personal experts, you got the business experts, wealth management experts. And so, that it's always better to have a niche, right? You can't be the jack of all trades and the master of none. I'm sure you've heard of that saying.
Of course.
And if you master something, then you can be the expert. And then you find somebody else who's the master at something else, and then you put your heads together, and you have something valuable.
Of course. No, Caitlin, thank you so much for spending a little time with us and sharing your story and kind of really, really tapping into how you help people with just the simple advice that you give. It really is, it seems so complex to my generation to save and to wait for later, but it really is such valuable advice. And I think so many of us, out there, my age and a little bit older and even younger, can really, really benefit from what Caitlin has to say on her blog. So it's www.millennialmoneyminute.com. Okay, I'll put that below for everyone to go check out. And then connect with Caitlin. I'll put her contact info below. Reach out to her. She's here to help us all out, especially us young ones who are trying to figure it all out, who need a little bit more help sometimes. So thank you, Caitlin, so much for stopping by. Thank you to Sean Taylor Duvall and Dr. Carrie Perry at PS Communication for linking us up together. That's the power of Partner Channel OC. They were episode 7, I believe it was, way back when. So it's amazing to see how far we've come all together in the Partner Channel OC family. And thank you again, Caitlin, for being here.
Thank you, Andrew, for having me.
All righty.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.